For joining us. How's the sound? I assume it's all right. Showing up over here okay? Not looping anywhere. I don't think any of my screens are looping. Almost time. Well, hello, Facebook and all the world. David Arte here. And I gotta tell you, this could very well be a fantastic show. I really appreciate you all being here. It's gonna be a little long. My interview with John is almost 15 minutes long. I try to keep him to 5, but he's just such an interesting man that it ended up going a little long. I got a little bit of Bosco information, but for the most part, I am going to just do the interview, which means you get to watch and I get to shut up. Again, not easy. And I'll talk a little bit about Bosco. I do have one image to show you, but it is Bosco related. Let's see, let me check. I did the internet tonight. I'm blazingly fast, so we shouldn't have any internet problems. My mic's on. Okay, got everything there. I think we're set. So here we go. So shortly, I am going to show you a video from a longtime friend, my friend John Nemeth. I saw him playing at the Lake Harbor. It's a dredge pond. When I grew up, it was the YE Construction Dredge Pond, and then they built a nice complex. And years ago, on a Wednesday night, I believe, they would have blues. I heard that there were a bunch of high school kids from Boise High were going to play, and that they were pretty good. So I went down. I was a member of the Blues Society then. I was on the radio doing a blues show. I went down, and I'll be frank, they were amazing. They were absolutely wonderful. John Nemeth was playing the blues harp. He wasn't singing much at that time, but he was doing that a little. And he had the Moore brothers, including Tommy Moore, who is just an amazing guitar player. He's since gone on to become a lawyer, which he's also successful at. But man, was this a group of kids. So I went up to talk to John, and we chatted for a little while. And shortly thereafter, his career really took off. You'll notice in the comments that I said he went from the Grub stake to the big stage. The Grub stake is you're just about going to have to call it a dive. He started up there as he won a talent show in his high school, and he really has gone on to do a big thing. So I kept friends. I met him in San Francisco in 2004 for Burritos and Martinis. He was just getting ready. He signed his first big record label with the biggest blues label at the time, which was Blind Pig. And it was really good. He later he moved to Memphis, Tennessee, and we talk a little bit about that. But I have to tell you, one of the things that most impressed me about John, I would see him quite a bit for a beginning. He was playing at the Blues Bouquet, he was playing at Pingilly's, that sort of thing. So I would see him fairly often. But the thing that always really made me the most happy about John is he really worked his craft. We've talked a lot about resilience and stick-to-itiveness. He really worked his craft, and he went on and he learned how to play that harp with amazing skill. He learned how to take his voice and work it and make it an amazing instrument, and of course he is known as one of the very best blues harmonica players in the world. Every single time I saw him, he would get better. He would come back to Boise occasionally. I'd see him here and there. My daughter saw him in Minneapolis and just loved the daylights out of him. Every single time, he would be better. So for John, it's it's about he learned also how to write deep felt heart songs. So I'm going to shut up and play this. This is John Nemeth, right here on It's All in a Day's Work. Well, hello, my friend. This is so exciting and fun for me. Man, I've got some great questions for you. Kind of lay it out. What I'm going to do is I'll do the intro and talk about some of your history and some of our history in San Francisco and all that before I run this video. So I want to keep this pretty tight. So
okay, sounds good.
And more than anything else, I just got to tell you, I am so proud of you. God, I was reading your bio. I can't swear. It was amazing. You are kicking some ass, buddy. So,
thank you, David.
I'm oddly nervous. I've been doing interviews and talking to people on the radio forever, and man, I'm like shaky here. So let's get right to it.
All right.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is David Arday, and I am so excited and so honored to have a longtime friend of mine. Sir, tell us who you are.
My name is John Nemeth, and I was born and raised in Boise, Idaho.
Well, you beat me already to my second question. So, John, I got to tell you, I love your bio and the pictures as a photographer. The images on your page of you are just fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit about the photographer there? This is we do a lot of photography on this page, so tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. There's probably quite a few photographers. There's Laura Carbone, who is she's what I call a blues photographer.
Yeah.
She goes to all the blues festivals around the United States and takes pictures. And another photographer is Joe Rosen, and he's another blues photographer. He's been around a long time. He's taken pictures from everybody from Muddy Waters to B.B. King.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So who took the black and white that's on your main page with your
Oh,
glasses?
that's Laura Carbone.
Yeah, her work, that is great. It just shows your viewers who you are.
Yeah. She's a good friend too. She's actually promoted shows up in upstate New York, where she lives, and
I think I saw her on a comment thread on one of your porch sides.
oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. "Testify My Love" is her favorite song.
Yeah.
I even know her favorite song.
That's a good thing. Your
Yeah.
connection with your fans is part, I think, from the very beginning, one of the things that you do really well. So I want to talk a little bit on a side note. Tell me about Jackie and your family, because I know that's really important to you.
The kids are doing great. They're in virtual school. Uh, Memphis, I saw on the news last night. Memphis, I think Tennessee rates 48th in the union of states that should not reopen schools.
I'm guessing Idaho's 49th or 50.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're right up there with Arkansas and Mississippi. Um, and so, but they're doing a great job with virtual school. And Otis is 6 years old,
Wow.
and he's smart as a whip. And his sister is really super smart, and she's a great artist.
Yeah.
She's a painter, and Jackie's doing great. Jackie's here with the kids and me every day, all day, now
Wow.
for
She
7 months.
she deserves a medal.
Yeah, she absolutely does. And
I, I buy
before,
I buy that woman flowers if I was you.
oh yeah, absolutely, all the time.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I got to tell you, I got a little bone to pick with you. I go to johnnemeth.com, and in your press and in your main bio, it talks about the muddy potato fields of Idaho. Didn't you grow up in Boise? I mean, this is like the back lot at the high school?
I
Come
don't write
on,
the bios. That's the record company.
man. You got to perpetuate the potato fields of Idaho.
You know, this is the craziest thing, Dave. But in my whole career, um, when media and publicists want to write about me, um, they get hooked on the fact that they cannot believe somebody that plays blues like me could ever possibly come from Idaho.
I totally get that. When we would go to the blues competitions
Yeah,
we'd walk in with these amazing bands like the Hoochies or Lori B or you,
yeah.
and people, their jaws would drop. How in the world could you do that from Boise? So I completely understand. And as someone who sells work nationally, I get the same thing even as a photographer. It's like, Really, I got some of the most beautiful places in the whole world, 100
Oh
miles.
yeah.
But yeah, but you know why it is? It's because guys like you in your bio talk about the muddy potato fields of Idaho.
Well, I know. And so like the last record, the Feeling Freaky record, that was on my own label,
Right?
and I didn't talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But as soon as I start working with
well, hello, my friend. This so Tasha Savage, you probably remember that artist. Um, I went from galleries and shows all over to nothing. Yeah, and I can't really just hold my work up on the porch and hope the Patreons will come in. So
Oh yeah.
that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. So I greatly appreciate it. So you're going to recognize some names here. I know one of them is going to pop up because he told me about a trip he spent with you, and he's got a great question. So Steve Youngerman, I believe he lives in Alaska now. He wants to know which of the old-time Delta blues players influenced you the most.
Let's see here. The one that influenced me the most. Well, this is kind of interesting. There's so many of them, but I would have to say probably Charlie Patton.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Is there a
I'd have to say
song?
Charlie Patton. Yeah.
Is there a particular song of his that kind of cut into your heart?
You know what it is it's his vocal delivery.
I can see that.
And one thing I loved about his vocal delivery is how he uh, he pulled so many different influences into blues. And I think back when I lived in Idaho,
In on the muddy potato fields
on the muddy potato fields. That's
in the
right.
North
Yeah.
End.
So I had friends that I went to school with. A great friend, Ray McConville, and he is a Nez Perce. And so I got to go to some powwows. He took
Oh
me to
wow.
some powwows, and when I heard the Native Americans
Mhm.
perform, and they would sing, and there'd be 5 or 6 different musicians that would be beating a drum, a giant drum, and singing. And when I first heard him, I was like, wow, there is like this. And I was in high school. I thought, man, there is a real Native American connection to this guy. Later, I find out Howlin' Wolf in an interview was talking about Charlie Patton, and he mentioned that Charlie Patton was actually a Native American.
I think he was a Cree. I'm
He
not
was
sure.
what?
A Cree,
A
C-R-E.
Cree? No
I
kidding.
don't know if that's true, but I think that from reading the liner notes, when you're on the blues radio show, between songs, what you do is you read the liner notes.
Oh,
We don't get those.
yeah.
Yeah, I learned that from Ken Harris and Carl Scheider. Both of
Hey,
them.
that's a great, yeah.
Yeah, pretty good mentors. So, oh, that's fantastic.
I
Okay,
love those guys.
let's look at the next one. So Tasha Savage, you probably remember that name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tasha just says you're good. My friend Carol from kind of new to who you are, one of your new fans. She wants to know how you got started. I kind of explained a little bit of it, but give us that quick bio.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go inside real quick because I'm in the flight path of FedEx.
That's
So I
okay.
can hear you a little better.
They're
Yeah.
painting my house, so
Oh, and they're painting your house. Nice.
as we speak. Sorry if my microphone's not loud enough.
Here we go.
Yeah. What a beautiful home. I love your porch.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
I love
Yeah, I
hanging
live in
out
a
on it.
porch neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, I got started in high school with the Moore brothers. You mentioned the Moore brothers, and
Not a bad
and
start.
Yeah, and we had quite a few drummers
Yeah.
that we went through them due to house arrests
Drummers.
and being expelled from school, and
Yeah.
we were playing in clubs,
I got a question about that coming up.
and we still had, I mean, I remember we were playing all the clubs, the Interlude, and all those venues, Grannies and whatnot, and we had a drummer he was still in high school. He was a senior in high school when we were doing that. So yeah, we got started in high school, and we did a talent show, and the talent show took off with a video, and we got a gig at one of the toughest clubs in all of Idaho, the Grub Steak Saloon in
Oh,
Horseshoe Bend.
wow. Good for you. All right. So this one is from Tony Moody.
Oh, Tony, right on.
Yeah, Tony wants to know if Otis is still wearing shoes on the wrong feet. I don't have.
No, he finally got that figured out. Yeah, yeah. And man, that kid's got some coordination. He'll ride his bike down the street and he'll stand on the seat.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
I know. I never even taught him how to ride a bike. He just jumped on one
Jumped on a win. Oh,
and just took off riding it.
that is fantastic. Well, I'm sure Tony will be glad to hear that. And I got one more from Ralph Jones.
Oh yeah.
I know the answer to this one, and I actually explained it to him. But I'm supposed to ask you, and you just talked a little bit about the clubs. He says he wants to know about you sneaking in at the back door of the Bouquet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time. I think since I had been working at so many clubs, underaged, that I just kind of learned to walk in like I owned the place,
Yes, you did that.
and then just and then beg forgiveness when you get caught, right?
Absolutely.
And
Well, I reminded Ralph that in Idaho, musicians, even if they're underage, can play on stage.
mm-hmm.
And I remember having to, when I was bartending, having to get you guys to go into that. Remember that little office off to the side of the stage? And getting
Yes.
you guys to stay in there was really difficult because
Oh yeah.
you did kind of have that sense that that you owned the place. Well, John, I want to thank you. Tell us when your next live Facebook porch concert is, because I know that a couple of my friends have already found you, but would like more of them to do that.
So this Sunday,
Okay.
October 4th,
Okay.
at 5:30 Central Time.
Okay, which would be 4:30 our time.
From my porch, and I have Doug McLeod,
Oh wow.
who's a great songwriter and blues guitar player, he does a solo show. That's what he's been doing for the last 30 years. I mean, he wrote songs for Albert King.
Wow.
And he's going to be performing. He's going to be opening the show, and then I'm going to go on after him.
That's wonderful. Thank you. I'm looking forward. I hope you'll let it go a little longer than an hour then, because
We will, yeah. Doug will do 45 minutes, and then I'll do an hour, and it'll be a total of a 2-hour show, 5:30 to 7:30.
That's fantastic. So for them to find you, they need to go to John Nemeth. What's your pro page? What's your
John Nemeth fan page?
John Nemeth fan page. And what
Mm-hmm.
you need to do, I know this, is you hit the what is it called? Invite, inform, subscribe,
Yes.
some button, and then you will be it's a notify. So you hit the notify button, so when John comes on, you'll get a chance to actually hear him.
That's true. Yeah, notify button, and be sure to invite all your friends to the event.
Both of them.
Yeah.
And lots more information, including a page where you can purchase your amazing new album. I need to get that done. Are there going to be hard copies, or will there be actual physical CDs of that?
Absolutely. Yes. Send me your address, and we'll get you a hard copy.
No. Believe me, I will be honored and happy to buy it. Although,
Oh, thanks, man.
it'd be cool to have one that's signed.
I'll sign it for you. Absolutely.
I have a lot of your stuff that's signed. Do you handle distribution, or that's something your record company's doing?
Well, I actually handle it off the website,
Okay.
but if you want to go to Amazon or the record store or wherever, you know, they'll handle that.
I'm guessing the record store will stock the Record Exchange downtown will probably stock
Yes, they'll have it. Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. So John, www.johnnemeth.
Nemeth.com.
There's a umlaut, I think. There's a
Mm-hmm.
little dash. So have we been pronouncing your name wrong forever?
No, but that's just you know, like in French, you know, like treme and words like that. I put that on there to help everybody that didn't know how to pronounce it.
All right. I thought maybe you'd switched it up on us because, you know, I have, especially my Basque friends, you know, they used to be, you know, Anda Shustigi, and now it's,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you have to kind of learn. I got another friend who is often on his, who's Cuban, and he went from Michael to Miguel, and it just screws me up. So
That's a big leap.
yeah. So tell me, is there anything else you want us to know?
I just want you to know, Idaho and Boise, that I love you and I appreciate all the support through all the years. And I miss you all. In fact, I was supposed to be performing out in Boise this month, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. It's not going to be for a long time before I tour. And so everybody, I know you all want your freedom to do what you want, but the scientists have stated you need to wear a mask in public or we will never return to normal. Okay.
Please vote. Please wear your mask.
Yes.
All right, my friend. What a great time this has been. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Your music has been with me for, well, a long, long time. So I appreciate martinis and burritos in San Francisco. And I greatly appreciate you doing this for me. This is David Our Day. We call this all in a day's work. I'm out.
Thanks, David.
Oh, John, thank you so much. Man,
Great job.
I was really nervous, but man, you are a superstar, and I am glad to call you my friend. All right, I'm gonna call this a day.
Thank you, David. Same here, man.
I appreciate it. You and I, for some reason, are not friends on Facebook, but when I get a chance,
I think I'm losing you here somehow.
Uh-oh. Well,
what's going on here? You're slowing down.
It's my age. All right, buddy. I'm out of here. Thank you. Wow. How fun was that, my friends? Let me know what you think. Do you like the longer interviews? I still have a couple other friends that I can talk to, so I want to know what you think. That was John Nemeth. If you can, go to his John Nemeth Pro page. I'm going to move the photograph that I was talking about in here. Isn't that amazing? Look at how fantastic that photo is. Whew. Okay, so sorry about the glitch in the middle. You know, I tried to add this photo and it just nuked it, but you got the sense of what a great man that is. And I really, 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 really hope that you get a chance to follow him. So we've already gone way longer than normal, so I'm going to go straight to this photograph. This is a photograph. You can see that I've started it. It's on metal. It will be on display this weekend at 1013 Robert Street. I've gotten the address wrong just about everywhere. First it was on Vista, and then it's 1019 instead of 1013. Anyway, long story short, not in the right spot. I'm going to close with another short video. This one's less than a minute, so you can hang on for it. That was made by Beck Watkins for the Bosco event this weekend. I'm just about set up. I'll have to get up there early tomorrow. I will be at my studio. I've got a big tent set up, and I will be on the street. Literally, I'll be back in the streets. I'll be standing in my street again. I so missed it, although I didn't really enjoy putting up the tent all that much today. All right, I'm going to close with this. I so much appreciate you all for hanging out. It was a very good show, I think. If you would like to do more of those sorts of interviews, I certainly can do that. I might need to figure out maybe to slice and dice them a little bit, but I wanted to leave that one pretty much in its entirety because basically because Nemeth is just cool. So here you go. We're going to go. Let's go, Bosco. Hello, everybody. Let's go, Bosco. It is a Bosco couple of weekends coming up. I will be at 1017 Robert Street this coming Saturday from 10 to, I believe, 6, and Sunday 10 to 4. Come and see me. This is David Arday. I love taking photographs, and I'm so excited to be with this amazing group of artists. Come out and tour and see what we're going to do. Like I said, 1017 Robert Street. I am behind Vista Village. If you can find Bark and Purr, I'm basically out there back door, so come see me. This Sunday, Bosco. Let's go, it'll be fun. All right, my friends, I've taken enough of your time. I so much appreciate it. I'm going to move this Friday night show from 6 to 6:30 based on some advice I've gotten from some of you. It's also really hard for me to, so 6, my wife gets off work at 5. By the time she gets home, it's usually quarter after. Really hard to eat, get done. If I move it to 6:30, I can still cook for her. And, it's kind of important. So this is David Arday. This was all in a day's work. I will be back Tuesday morning. I'll tell you how it went at the Bosco show. So I appreciate you all. Please vote. Don't be a dick. I'm out.